What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Expedition of the Damned, our Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition campaign. I'm, of course, your DM for the night, Jumbo Thick, joined by the full cast and crew of the Expedition. And hopefully I don't have any more computer problems, because we had to scrap just a couple seconds ago some footage. Regardless, though, we're going to get right into it. Hopefully you know who everyone is. If not, consult the previous episode. So, last we left off, the crew has found themselves within the confines of the Sheik, looking to possibly complete a task for one Luther Steinhauer, as he does not wish to go back to his mistress empty-handed, despite rescuing the Knight Commander, Dieter Helwig. This venture led you to the Coiled Cobra with the Madame Nicisia and her mute companion, where she offered to introduce you to the Shroud, the individual of your goal, Luther. But there was a price, and the price was simply to get rid of a unwanted pursuer, a possibly former lover, or something of the sorts. Regardless, though, you were led by her mute companion with a strange-looking skull mask to a dilapidated and abandoned restaurant here in the lower portion of the city, where you found a basement full of ghoulish creatures that Henry and Lucian engaged while Wolfram and Luther attempted to support and survive the pack of diseased fleshed eaters. The appearance of a massive creature put you all at much more ill at ease, especially once it struck Henry across the chest, crushing his bones, despite his armor and his physical fortitude. In an act of desperation, Wolfram threw a satchel of powder at the creature, who then may have accidentally detonated, destroying itself, but also collapsing most of the ragtag structure as the ceiling and staircase leading down into this basement section collapsed downwards. Lucian, caught in the blast, lit aflame, but able to scoop up Henry's limp body and dodge aside of the rubble that has all but concealed him within the basement at this point, when a figure stepped into the kitchen area behind both Wolfram and Luther, asking him what the hell they were doing in his house. But that's not where we're going to be picking up our immediate session, as there is someone else whom we left behind at the lovely, elegant, and tender fingers of the Skinner, as Nog was undergoing severe surgery, as he took several debilitating wounds in your previous adventure. Possibly, we'll see if he's lost an eye or not. We'll be rolling.
Minor flesh wounds.
And he also, similar to Henry, has broken ribs. So.
No big deal.
Nog, I'm going to make some rolls. I'm going to make 2 rolls real fast for the Skinner. And this is taking hours of surgery time, Nog.
Oh, of course.
First one is a fail.
That sucks.
Second one is a success. So I will let you choose, Nog, which injury is not quite healed properly.
Oh, gracious. I'll say the eye.
Okay. He goes to operate on your eye, and there's not a lot left, apparently, Nog.
Yeah.
As he moves to try to save what he can. Well, big guy, I think you're gonna lose this. I've got like a piece of leather over here. You just want to slap it over the top of it, or?
I reckon, we'll have to do what we can.
Yeah, you can decorate it, do some kind of ogre thing to it later if you want, but here you go. And he kind of like has like he kind of like quickly just kind of stitches together a eye patch for Nog that he puts over his head.
Which looks like, a fanny pack for most anyone, but for
exactly.
Nog, it's an eye patch.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it was. It was like a loose piece of tanned leather they happen to have laying around. As you remember, it looks almost like a butcher shop in the back here.
Oh, yeah.
However,
I'm getting that vibe, yeah.
Yeah, however, working on your ribs, Nog, you feel like you can breathe much better than you could before. And you will make a full recovery from that. Well, not yet. You will make a full recovery in 27 days, Nog. However, it will be healed properly as long as you don't take any more grievous wounds in that general vicinity. Unfortunately, the eye is
ribs-wise.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're still suffering from the condition until it's fully healed,
yep.
but you have undertaken surgery to negate the worst of what could possibly happen in the long run.
So does that change my negative to hit, my negative bonus?
No, for now it's still the same until it's fully healed.
Like it was,
but it will.
20?
Yes, so it will fully heal eventually.
Do I go back to full wounds?
Yeah, you will be. So you'll be at -2 from the top. So go back to full and just subtract 2 because you technically still have 2 critical wounds.
Got it.
We will have to roll for infection for your eye here in like a day or so. We'll see how that goes. However, your eye, you're going to have a permanent -20 to your perception and all physical things that rely on eyesight. Attacks, until you get used to not having an eye, and it will take time, and the penalty slowly goes down.
I have some experience.
So eventually you'll be what you normally should be, but until you get to that point, you have a -20.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
-20 to deck to perception checks.
To perception and to attack rolls that rely on sight.
Got it.
Okay. You basically have the equivalent of 2 blinded conditions. You don't have to write that down, but that's how it works.
Well, I think we all know.
Okay. So Nog, as you feel your ribs are more held in place, kind of bandages you up. You retrieve your gut plate, put it back on. Almost acts as like a firming up section as you strap it together. It actually kind of helps kind of compress the injury, keeping it from moving around too much. And the Skinner says, well, your friend's already paid, so you're good to go. I don't know where the hell they went, but good luck. I think I've got another guy coming back here in a minute, so I need you to leave.
What? I'll gather my things and I will. I guess I need to figure out how I can track down my party, though.
Yep. Nog steps out. The cool air, somewhat warm. The smells of the city, the scent of... What is that? Give me a perception test, Nog. You get +20 to this roll since it relies on smell.
All right. Let's see. So that's a 34. And perception is a 30. So if I get a +20, that makes it a 50. Yep. So I come in with 1 success.
One level success. So Nog, as you're like, damn, something smells good. It's pretty close too. You smell the tiny scent of fresh blood.
Uh-oh.
You're like,
It's been a while since I've eaten, probably.
Probably has been a little while, Nog. Yes, Lucian?
Do we find out what happened to Thorgrin?
Oh, he's still on the table back there.
Okay.
He's just kind of laid out.
Got it.
Skinner hasn't even got to him yet.
Cool.
So what are you going to do, Nog?
Would I have any way of knowing anyone who would know where my people have gone?
Well, you can always find your way back to the mansion establishment. compound, if you will. You could always go back there. Maybe they went back, and you're not exactly sure.
Well, I've got to figure out how to get to them, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I have no idea they're in trouble.
No, you have no idea. Now, there is now we'll say the smell is
it's
intoxicating, Nog.
Somewhat over. Well, let me follow my nose just this once.
Yeah. You kind of, as you kind of trudge out into the street, the smell leads you down the street and into a nearby alley where you find a body.
Oh, no.
It is cloaked, hooded. It is, it appears to have been stabbed several times, blood leaking out of it. As you get close, it's most certainly dead. It's strange, Nog. You've been around plenty of dead people, but he smells of as you kind of sniff his clothing, he smells like fresh bread. And there's something eerily tantalizing about his flesh, Nog.
Oh my. He smells like fresh bread?
He does.
He could be
and something else for some reason.
Is there anything around like a door that he could have come out of, or?
No, it's just a plain alleyway down here near the docks.
Okay.
What are you gonna do, Nog?
Nog is going to go back to the base, our base camp, where we were, back to the mansion.
Okay. Are you going to just leave the corpse? Would Nog leave food?
No, he would eat it. He would eat this guy.
Okay. Nog, as you reach down, do you remove his clothing, or you just eat him in his clothes?
I'd eat everything.
Okay.
Probably.
As you pick it,
there's nobody around. It doesn't look like
there's absolutely no one around. It's the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Nog, you pick up the body. It's intoxicating as you go to eat it. The hood,
good or bad?
The hood falls away, Nog.
Yeah.
Revealing it's a human. Appears to be Arabian, more than likely, but judging by the pallor of his flesh. However, there appears to be a third eye and a mouth growing in his scalp as you take a big bite of his skull. Oh, and a all too familiar feeling washes over you, Nog. You get flickers of one of the most delicious meals you've ever eaten. The one that may have affected you in strange ways very, very long ago. And as you take that first bite, you almost go into a frenzy as you begin to consume the corpse very quickly.
Yeah.
And as you eat it, you feel like something welling up inside of you, Nog.
God damn it.
That something is a point of corruption you have gained.
Just eating somebody?
Well, not just somebody, but as you feel this strange pulse, reverberate through your flesh, you also regain a fate point, Nog.
Oh my, okay.
And you feel a strange tingling sensation within your head. Nog, what is your current objective? What is Nog thinking about doing in this moment?
Finding his party was his objective until he bit into this thing.
As you consumed the flesh and you're like, I need to go. You see a strange metallic image begin to open up in the alley space in front of you. And you see, from an odd angle, they look eerily small. You see both Luther and Wolfram shaking slightly, looking in the darkness towards something. Luther's little flickering flame in his hand. What would you like to do, Nog?
Does it look like a doorway?
You have no. I mean, Nog's not the most intelligent individual.
I would reach through.
You reach through. Your hand passes through, and as it does, your body's pulled through. And let's flip back to everybody else at this point.
Oh my goodness!
As Nog may have just had his fateful encounter.
Oh.
From 2 sessions ago.
Oh my!
Welcome to the club with Luther and me, buddy.
on the other side of the
corruption, it's wonderful.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna roll a dice here to see how many rounds it takes Nog to get there. It's gonna take Nog 2 rounds to get there. As he passes through something to apparate near you individuals. So we'll see how long you guys last, Luther and Wolfram. As we are entering into combat, and I need both Luther and Wolfram to roll me initiative.
Am I out of it entirely?
What was that, Lucian?
Am I out of it entirely?
Yeah, you're going to be out of this section. So okay. Henry and Lucian, you're cut off. All right. So I got a 10 from Wolfram. What do I got for
Luther is 9.
A 9. All right. Nog, you go ahead and roll Nog, just so I can slot you in here when it comes.
Remind me again, that's a D10 plus my initiative, right?
D10 plus your initiative bonus, yes.
Yeah. So 8 plus initiative is 3. 11.
11, so you're right in between.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, even better.
So it'll go Wolfram, Nog, Luther.
I thought Nog had 11. I have a 10. But we won't be there for 2 rounds. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Nog would be on top. Yeah.
Nog's on top. Let me fix that. You're right. Nog. All right. Unfortunately, Isaac has a 12.
I would like to.
What are you gonna do, Luther? What's the plan here?
I would like to use a fortune point to jump ahead in initiative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would like to do that. So I could go first in the turn in a round.
I guess I'll allow it.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. I'm gonna cast a spell.
A rule we never use. I see how you are.
We never use it. We never used it. But
I do believe that's the first time we've ever used it. Period.
I was scouring the rule books for any kind of edge I could get.
See what he's doing.
Combat. I had to.
All right. Well, to set the scene, the only light currently is the flickering flame in Luther's hand. The flames that you had lit down in the basement are completely snuffed out as the rubble collapsed. In addition, Wolfram may or may not have lost his handgun, as it had rolled down the stairs and may be in the collapse. We'll see.
Oh, I think the handgun is probably gone, bro. I've already. So
there's several things that may or may not exist anymore. We'll see. However, Luther, what you see before you, as it slowly steps forward, it is somewhere around 8 feet tall, hulking, muscular thing. It appears to be a human. As it kind of enters into the light, its eyes are this glowing yellow. It has a toothy maw that is an all too wide grin that just kind of slothers open with a long flickering tongue that kind of slides out almost snake-like, kind of licks some of its cheek before retreating into its mouth. It may have a humanoid shape, but it is anything but. It is most obviously a creature of darkness. Its flesh is a greenish, gray color. It appears to be almost wet looking. Its hands end in these large claws that look like knives, black. There is flesh blood along its hands and caked around its face. It's wearing a coat, almost in the imperial fashion, almost like a dock worker or a captain on a ship would wear. With a white, now stained red and brown shirt underneath, a pair of like leather pants on its person, no shoes. As you see, its feet are equally bestial as its hands are. It is shaped almost simian-like, as it is overdeveloped in the chest and shoulders and the arms, leading down as the arms droop low almost to its kneecaps. As it walks forward into the light, and fresh meat. Luther, you are unfortunately first in initiative right now. Before you can do anything, you're in the presence of a terrifying creature, and I need you to make a cool test. You need 2 levels of success to not be afraid.
Oh no. 2 levels. God. All right. Here we go. Ooh, that's not gonna do it.
Yeah, 74.
Let me reroll.
Yeah, go ahead and reroll. Let's use another fortune point real fast.
Oh, that's even worse. 75.
That's even worse.
I failed.
Worse. Man. I don't
Can I
know
use
why.
another one, or you can only use one?
No, you can use another one. You want to roll again? Sure. Use your last one for the night. We can go ahead. Let's go ahead and use them all.
I have to. That's even worse. 95.
Yep.
Fuck me. 34.
All right. So, you are subjected to the fear condition.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, he is not terrifying. He is, but he has a fear rating of 2. So what that means is you have a -2 success level to all tests, as long affecting the source of your fear. You cannot move closer without making another cool test. If the source of your fear comes closer to you, you must make another cool test, or you will become broken and flee.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm scared.
You are scared. In fact, Luther, what are you going to do as you start shaking in your little booties?
I'm going to try to cast a spell on it.
Okay, you have a -20 to this roll. Well, it's not a -20. It's -2 success levels.
Yeah.
So it's whatever you roll, then we -2 success levels.
Okay.
Yes.
That's going to be. It's going to be a failure.
Mm-hmm. It is.
With the minus.
The -2. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Luther, you. Your magic is clouded by your shaking hands, and it begins to fizzle outwards and then just dissipates in front of you. The creature kind of like flinches back for a second, seeing the flames begin to grow brighter, but then they die down. And you see a smile widen even further than it was before.
And I lose the momentum if I fail a roll, right?
Yes, you lose 1 point of momentum.
Okay.
You begin to instinctively almost take a step back, Luther. At this point, I need Wolfram, who's in this as well, to also make a cool test. You need 2 levels of success.
I literally made sure to put my last XP into cool because I anticipated this. Alright, so I'm going to grit my teeth and try to turn my gaze upon this horrible monster, and let's see if I can stand it. I believe
18.
That's a big fucking pass.
Yes,
Yeah.
Wolfram, you managed to steel yourself. You see Luther begin to shake, and
I've got to protect the little lad.
your resolve kicks in. You look towards the lumbering creature, as it is now Isaac's turn. He is going to immediately dart forward with surprising speed. As he does, you watch as his hands dip low to the ground and just like seeth through the rotten wooden planks. They just like are turned to almost like a cutting board, just being ripped through as he drags them. You hear the serrated wood just splinter and explode behind him as he rushes forward. And as he does, you watch as almost in what might be called a frenzy, he's going to rip into the both of you. I need Luther to make me another cool test to see if he is going to shit his pants and flee next round. How'd you do, Luther? You're muted, Luther. You're muted!
He's speechless. Sorry. It's 56 under 36, or 36 under 56.
2 levels of success, Luther. You managed to keep your cool, Luther. As it runs forward, you... And it is going to... It gets to... Since it goes into a frenzy, it is going to get to make 3 attacks. Let's see here. Let's just roll to see. First one's against Luther. Second one is against Wolfram. And the third one's against Luther. So 3 attacks, two against Luther, 1 against Wolfram.
All right.
Let me consult his stat block here. Luther, how would you like to defend yourself?
Is he a large creature?
He is not large. He is considered a normal size.
Then with my staff.
Okay. You have a -2 success levels to your defensive roll. Go ahead and roll, please.
All right.
As he makes an attack, and
Ooh,
he will get 4 levels of success on his attack.
Well, I think he'll hit. I'm pretty sure he'll hit. Sorry. That's 2. Yep, that'll hit.
Okay.
All right, 2 levels of success, but
Luther, as one of the serrated claws large forward, you and you go to move your staff in the way. He slaps it aside, and the claws rake in to your left shoulder. They pierce straight through. You are going to take 11 wounds, Luther.
Oh, Jesus. That's going to kill me.
As it goes straight through, you scream bloody murder. As he pulls back, he slashes towards Wolfram. Wolfram, defend yourself.
All right, I'm going to try and actually dodge this attack if I can.
Okay. He is going to get 5 levels of success, Wolfram.
So, do we still have our momentum?
You do.
Okay, good.
Luther doesn't have any momentum now, but you still do
right.
for now,
Yeah.
Wolfram.
I've been battling like a knight. Okay, so I got, let's see, 60 out of 62, but I think I had 5 levels of success already. So I think we just matched 5 levels of momentum.
You had 5?
Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, you guys tie. I always give it to you guys in a tie. Wolfram is able to duck.
Oh wait,
underneath.
let me just ask real quick. Was there any pause from the combat to this? I mean, I definitely want the 5 levels of momentum, but if there was a pause, I would have lost a level of momentum. I've got to be honest here, man.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it, Wolfram.
Okay.
You know, mostly because I'm gonna rip your face off next round. It's gonna be fine. As it slices, Wolfram is able to dodge out of the way. In its frenzy, in its fury, it reaches back, and it's going to try to bite into Luther's throat as it just begins to try to savage him. So, Luther, make 1 more defensive roll, please.
all right.
I only have just a success here.
Well, that'll be 1 success because it's technically
Is it?
58. Yeah.
With the -2 success levels, you're still good?
Oh, with -2, no, I'll fail.
Oh,
Fail with -2.
damn it, Luther.
I don't know. That's all I can do.
He bites in. It's a. Let me see. Where does 78 hit? I rolled really shitty for him. Oh, that's still the body though. He as he spins around, as Luther's like, ah! He grabs Luther by the back and just bites in right onto his shoulder. Crunches down for 9 wounds, Luther.
Ugh.
Are you still conscious, Luther?
No. That would put me at.
Does it put you right at 0 or past 0?
It puts me right at 0.
Okay.
No. It puts me at -1.
Damn it. You take a critical wound then, Luther.
Yeah.
You want to roll it or you want me to roll it?
I'll roll it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it. D100.
91.
91. That's really bad. That's really bad.
I've been rolling hot tonight.
Yeah, the higher you roll, the worse you go.
Could this be our end?
How come everybody keeps getting the same one? As he bites into your shoulder, his hands grip you around the waist and he crunches your ribs together as you go, and your ribs are shattered, broken, one might say. You have the stunned condition. You are stunned now.
Okay.
And you suffer the -30 penalty to your strength. What else was it, Nog? Do you remember? Do you have it off the top of your head? Your strength,
I do not. Yeah.
agility, something. Well, we'll work it later. Right now, it's not going to matter too much, Luther.
It hurts bad.
As you are not feeling too good, Luther. As he pulls his face back, lathered with Luther's fresh blood, he just kind of unceremoniously drops him to the ground as he just sits there and just begins to convulse slightly. Still conscious for now. And then he turns back towards Wolfram. That's the end of the first round. Second round. Nog.
Did we
appears.
not get a chance to go during the first round?
Oh shit, yeah. Well, Luther's done. So Wolfram, it's your turn. Then it's the end of the first round.
I'm don't worry, lad. I'll protect you. And I'll kind of step in front of him a little bit, shield him with my body, and I will hopefully as quickly as possible try to reload my pistol. So
Okay. Give me
I'm willing to burn momentum to do this here, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me some reload skills. Is that enough, Wolfram?
Let me see. Hold on.
75. It's close.
With my talents, it's enough.
Okay. Yeah, because the pistol's easy to reload.
Yeah.
Quickly get
That's
it.
why I dropped the handgun. All right. That's all I can do, though.
Yeah. Now to reload, it requires both hands, so you're going to have to have sheathed your sword. But you quickly reload your handgun, get it ready for what is going to happen as it spins towards you, Wolfram. So that's the end of the first round. Beginning of the second round. Let's see here. Boom, right there. All right. Unfortunately, Luther's still stunned. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. I think you might get to make a test. Let me check, though. Stunned. Stunned. Okay, disoriented. Defend yourself. Opponents. Combat plus advantage. Okay, you have to make a endurance test, which you get to do on your turn. So go ahead and make an endurance test, Luther, because you're at the top of the second round.
All right.
Aren't you glad you used that fate point?
Ugh.
Is that a fail, Luther? 34?
Endurance. Let me see.
Surely not. It's a fail?
I don't get endurance, so it's toughness is my 30.
Oh shit!
So,
Luther is still.
Yeah, toughness is 30. So.
Yeah, Luther is still stunned. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's still, and he loses his turn entirely. Which then will bring me to. I lost my. There it is. It's Isaac's turn again. What do you know? As he spun on Wolfram. And he's going to try to savage you now, Wolfram. He's going to make 3 attacks against you. He didn't gain any momentum since he missed his attack against you, Wolfram, because he has to land all 3 attacks to gain momentum. That's the downside of going into a frenzy. So here you have to defend yourself. However, well, you're going to have to dodge. You have nothing to defend yourself
so
with
I'm
physically.
doing a dodging, yeah.
So go ahead and give me a dodge roll.
XP and dodge for this reason.
Yeah, give me a dodge roll. He's going to make his first attack. It's going to be just a success.
And I got a 5 on top of 62. So I had 112, so that was a full success for me.
Okay, all right, success. The first swipe.
Okay.
Second swipe, Wolfram. Let's see if you can do it again. This time I have the best I can.
Success.
I have the best he can do is 6 levels of success. I rolled a 2. You got lucky on that one. You tie, Wolfram, somehow. The second one, you barely managed to dodge out of the way.
I've got to protect the lab, Luther.
The second swipe goes over you.
All right.
Can you dodge a third, Wolfram?
Jesus, I hope so.
Let's see.
I'll go down if he hits me.
Go ahead and make another dodge roll.
Oh, man, that's, let me see.
I only have 2 levels of success.
Levels of success.
Yep. Wolfram, somehow, some way, is able to dodge and weave a fury of claws and teeth, gnashing teeth. As Wolfram's just flailing around, the ground around you is splintered apart where you once were. The claw just smashes through, like the some of the nearby cabinetry just like destroyed off the wall. As this is like a horrifically strong creature is ripping its way through this kitchen that you're trying to get away from. That's the end of Isaac's turn. At the end of his turn, Wolfram, as you're dodging around, you see that there is shattered glass on the floor. A decently large piece of glass. Suddenly you see a strange flicker in it as it is catching the dwindling firelight in Luther's hand as the fire is slowly going out, leaving you in complete darkness. But before it does, there's almost like a shimmer across the piece of glass, and then you see a mighty Nog's finger pierce through as a hand comes through, and then suddenly he is ejected upwards into the air. And he lands on his ass nearby as this gargantuan ogre just kind of so unceremoniously splashes down. Nog, you have entered the scene.
Oh, right. Kind of look around, and so what do I see? I know.
Now,
do I see what's happened here?
Do you have dark vision, Nog? You might be the only one that does.
I have night vision.
Yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, you mean because you're not a human, so that makes sense.
I can see.
So you look around and you see this muscular-looking creature. It's smaller than you, Nog, but you see it trying to rip into Wolfram. You also see Luther just in pain, kind of shaking nearby. You don't see Lucian or Henry. You're in some kind of dark, damp, smelly place. You're not exactly sure where you're at, but your companions are being assaulted. What would you like to do, Nog?
Wolfram! Luther! When I see this thing that's attacking Luther, or Wolfram, sorry.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna go ham on him with.
Yes.
Do I have my things? I have my scimitar. Yeah.
You do. You collected all your equipment.
All right. So I'm gonna make an attack at this guy.
So you move forward, Nog.
Yeah.
This is where this is going to get interesting. This is a dilapidated building. It is falling apart, and you weigh over 1,000 pounds, Nog.
Yeah.
As you begin to move forward, if you fail your attack roll by a significant margin, you will fall through the floor.
Okay.
That is the hazard that you are going to have to overcome, Nog. But go ahead and give me your attack roll, please. Now, I will consider this a charge.
Oh,
you
nice.
You get a +10 to this roll.
Okay, so that's a 17 under an 80.
Damn!
You give me a +10.
Yeah. I mean, it's you get a +10 for charging. You kind of like, "Argh!" Okay. He can't defend that, I don't think, and he doesn't. Nope, he does not. He kind of spins around, just like almost like a feral animal sensing danger coming in behind it.
I'm in danger.
It swings around and it looks like he's moving to attempt to. You're almost like inspired, Nog. He doesn't look like he's gonna dodge the blow. It looks like he's gonna try to like catch your blade in his hands. Unfortunately, not strong enough, Nog. As you slice down. How much damage is that from you, Nog?
That's going to be like 8 levels of success or 6 levels of success.
Yeah, 6 levels of success.
Isn't your strength 50?
My strength is 50.
Your strength
my weapon
is
skill.
reduced right now to 20, unfortunately, because of your broken ribs.
So reduced by 20 or reduced to 220?
It's reduced to 20. It's reduced by 30.
So that takes 20 off of my 70.
Yeah.
But it's smaller creature than he is, so.
It is a smaller creature.
So that's still going to be 17 under 60.
Yes. Now, now it's not going to affect your attack.
No.
Your attack roll's fine.
Like your damage.
Gotcha.
It just affects the damage.
Gotcha.
For your strength, so the 8 plus your weapon damage.
Yes. So you get to double your strength against a creature smaller than you. Unfortunately, your strength is only 2 right now, so it gets up to 4.
4.
And then plus whatever your weapon is, which is
the scimitar
6.
Does a strength bonus plus 5.
Plus 5, so 5.
So that's 5. Total then.
Yeah, plus so 15 wounds.
Oof.
And a 17. I think a 17 is. I think it's the left arm. Let me see real fast. Left arm. Yeah, left arm. I should have these almost memorized by now. All right. So, Nog. You slice down. It looks like he brings his left arm up as you cleave through the arm, just straight through it. It comes off. It slices straight through. As you bring it down, he screams out in pain. Just blood, this like nasty black blood, just kind of like sprays everywhere. He takes significant damage. Let me tally that up real fast. He is, however, unfortunately, still very much standing in place.
Can I swing at him again with my warhammer?
Are you wielding your warhammer in your offhand?
Typically would be, yeah.
Okay. Any attack you make with your offhand will be at a -20, which right now is going to be at a -40 because of your perception roll. So you can do it if you want.
I mean, I'm going to swing at him anyway. This is me. I got to learn how to fight, you know?
It's fine. So go ahead and make your attack roll. It'll be at a -40. If you do not hit...
Yeah, that's going to be bad. Yeah, that's not going to hit at all.
Okay, that one. Yeah. So, unfortunately...
Complete whiff.
And he got 3 levels of success on his block. So this time, he reaches out with his good hand.
The one he's got left.
And he grabs a hold of the hammer as he sees it coming in, grabs it, and stops you in your tracks, Nog, as he is stronger than you. Yeah. Even on your best day, he's stronger than you. As he grabs a hold of your hammer and forces your arm back, and unfortunately, you do not gain any momentum, Nog.
Well, that's my turn. All right.
That is your turn. So you're like, you're kind of off balance for a moment.
Does he fall through the floor?
How many levels of failure did you have, Nog, on that?
All right, so it's a 61 under a 70. Then
that's fine. That's fine. Okay. You're good.
Yeah, for the attack, yeah. So, I technically made 1 level of success on the attack.
Yeah, you're fine. All right.
But you defended +3, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So
after Nog's turn, it is now Wolfram.
All right. So since is Nog engaged with this guy, with Isaac?
He would be considered engaged. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to get a +20.
Technically, you're engaged as well.
Okay. But he's got his back turned to me now, right?
Kind of. What are we going for here, Wolfram?
So I'm looking in the book on page 161. When you're shooting a spent action, when you're attacking an engaged opponent in the sides or rear, you get a +20.
Yeah, definitely. Mhm.
All right, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to call a shot and step up and point my pistol right at his head.
Okay. All right. Called shot. Got it. That's at a -20, so you're breaking even there.
We're even out. Yeah, we're even out there.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. Now, since you're engaged, he does get an attempt to dodge.
Okay, I have 6 levels of success.
He only has 4 levels of success on his block. He's too slow. As Wolfram, you bring the pistol and you put it up to the back of his head. How much damage is it, Wolfram? I need to know real fast.
So 6 plus, I think that's only 15. Let me double check here.
Yeah, this will be important.
Because this is the heavy shot. 9, 15 points. Yeah.
15 points of damage. All right. That reduces him to that, but it's not enough to put him down. Wolfram, as you put it to the back of his head, and he barely moves to the side. As you looks like you were going to take his entire head off. Boom! You watch as the back of his head and about half of his face just explodes all over Nog. A normal man would be dead at this point, as it just scatters all over Nog as the creature kind of like cries out and stumbles forward as it begins to sit there recovering itself. At the end of the round, it's going to regenerate 15 wounds as you watch its arm begin to regrow and its face begin to flesh back out as it might have what I would like to call horrible regeneration. All right.
Damn.
There might be a reason why the lady wanted Luther to attack it, as opposed to the rest of you. All right, guys. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. So that brings me to the top of the round. Luther, would you like to make your endurance test, please? It's a fail. It's a fail once again. It's Luther's not gonna pass this. I will say, do you have any resolve left, or is that gone? Resolve's gone. So yeah, that's not going to help you at all. So Luther, sorry. You begin to. You're still kind of shaking, which is then going to bring me to Isaac, as he spins around, and he is now very, very upset at Wolfram in particular. He is going to rip Wolfram's face off as best he can. So Wolfram, I need you to defend yourself, please.
That is 5 levels of success.
5 levels of success. He only gets a success. As
thank goodness.
Flashes forward and you duck underneath. Go and defend yourself one more time. From the claw this time.
That is 4 levels of success.
I have 5 levels of success.
Oh, I knew it!
Wolfram, I'm sorry. This one's gonna hit. It's gonna savage. It's gonna savage your left arm for 15 wounds, Wolfram.
I am 2 wounds under.
Yeah, as he just reaches, you duck for this, and then the last slash slashes through.
15, so that's 3.
You didn't have any fortune points left?
No, I am 3 wounds under.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me D100 for critical wound.
I still have a fortune point. I don't think about using that.
It's up to you.
Yeah, fucking use it. Use it to do a single.
Yeah, let me use it. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use my fortune point. I mean,
yeah.
If it makes another success, you tie.
Oh yeah, I've got 7 levels of success.
Okay, well there you go. Then you avoid being.
Thank you, Lucian.
Being possibly murdered right now. That's the claw passes.
I think I'm out of fate points too.
You watch as it kind of like slices through, and you and then it retreats, and you're fine. As fortune intervenes, as it catches on your armor you're wearing instead, does not bisect your arm from your body. However, he is going to try to bite your face off. So go ahead and roll for one more defensive roll.
Oh yeah, that's 120. That's 9. 8 levels of
8
success.
levels of success, more than enough, Wolfram. As the creature just savagely tries to rip into you, ignoring Nog entirely, and it just can't get a hold of Wolfram. Damn it! Stand still! As it's trying to ripping around. Wolfram's just dodging all around. That will bring me to Nog. It is your turn.
Oh yeah. So, see this guy ripping into my friends all over again.
He's trying to,
And,
unsuccessful.
he's trying to. So I saw that arm I hacked off grew back. I'm going to try to take his head off this time.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll. He will try to defend himself.
Nice, a 12 under a 70.
Damn, yeah, I was about to say I have 3 levels of success on the block, but that's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think a 12 is a headshot.
Yeah.
I think it actually is a headshot.
Ooh, I called it, Babe fucking Ruth.
Let me make sure. It is not. It's a left arm. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it got to be below a 10.
Okay.
So
well, next time.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
All right. He breathes the
off
left
already.
arm once again. How much damage is that, Nog?
So that's a 5 plus 2, I guess, since my strength's down to a 2.
So 5 plus
7
plus 4, so that's 9 because you get to
Okay.
double it. And then how many levels of success? 7?
So 12 under 70, so 5.
5.
Yeah,
So 14 wounds. All right. Brings him down to, let me do the math. All right. You slice down into him. You don't get the whole arm, you get the hand, though. The hand comes off. As once again slices through, he screams once again. There's an arm and a hand laying around here somewhere that are just kind of like laying in puddles of blood and viscera. As he, are you going to attack with your hammer?
No, I'm going to hold off.
Okay, you slice through. You gain 1 point of momentum, Nog.
All right.
So you get to keep that. And then it will be Wolfram's turn.
All right. I'm going to try and reload.
Okay, give me a reload, Wolfram. Are you going to stay engaged with the creature, Wolfram?
I assume I am. I'm not going to leave and let him get a free hit on me. My pistol's reloaded, by the way.
You can burn your momentum to leave.
No. I've got to protect Luther. Luther's on the ground. He's stunned. I can't.
Okay.
If I leave, he could be a goner.
All right. So able to reload, no problem. That brings me to the bottom of the round. And he is going to heal for 13 wounds. He's almost fully healed as his hand grows back entirely. Some of the damage to his head almost completely fills in. You see barely a scratch above his right eye where Wolfram had exploded his head off. Though he is like breathing heavily, there's blood all over the place, but it appears that he is pretty damn healthy once again. All right. Luther, if you would like to make your endurance check, you may. And you fail once again. Luther is still stunned on the floor. All right. That will then bring me to Isaac. Isaac is getting very upset right now. He looks towards Wolfram and he looks towards Nog. Fine. I'll take that one then. And he's going to lunge away from both of you. You both get opportunity attacks. And he is going to jump on top of Luther and try to rip his face off.
Hot dice. Ooh, that I missed my opportunity
Nog
attack.
unfortunately is going to miss.
Yep.
How are you going to do this, Wolfram?
Let me see. So that's 7 levels of success.
Mhm.
Plus 16 wounds.
Hold on, Wolfram. You're using regular pistol shot, right?
Yeah. That's my
Is
heavy
that-
shot. Yeah.
Does that not have piercing?
Oh, yeah. That's penetrate and impale.
So crits on a 50, right?
Oh, does it? I don't think I've noticed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's
All right.
crit.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
As you go roll me a D100 to see where it hits.
Okay. Oh, it almost rolled a 1. Did you see that? But it rolled a 7, so that's the face.
That's a headshot.
Yeah.
Roll me one more D100. We'll see how bad this is. This could make a big difference here.
32.
2. Damn. Son of a bitch. All right. This is actually going to go very well for you. All right, Wolfram. How much damage is that going to be from you?
Okay, so that was 7. I think 16 wounds.
16 wounds. All right, let me modify his health real fast. I mean, it's a significant amount. He's still up. However, Wolfram, he watches his jaw comes loose, just like disintegrates off his face. His tongue kind of lolls out, and he is stunned as the wound rattles him thoroughly. He's just like, and then he just kind of like, just kind of like steps to the side. He stumbles towards Luther, but since he's stunned, he can't do anything. And I think he has to make the check. I'll give him at least at the end of the round. We'll have him make the check at the end of the round. We'll at least give you that. All right. That will then bring me to Nog. Since he is stunned, you get what I was planning on doing to Luther. You get +1. You get a +1 advantage, which means you get a +10 to your roll to attacking him.
Okay. All right.
And he gets a -10 to defend himself.
Oh,
I rolled
a 20 on a 20 under an 80.
Yes. So, how much damage is that, Nog?
That is going to be our usual. Let's see, 9
plus 6.
6 levels.
15.
Of success,
15.
Yeah, 15 wounds.
He looks severely hurt as Nog. You take the left arm up towards the collarbone and just cleave down, removing the entire arm this time.
Yeah.
As he's stunned, you flip him around. He is still standing, Nog. You're not sure how.
What can I do with my momentum?
There's not. It just gives you extra for attacking. So you have an additional +10 to this too,
Gotcha.
if you want to try to attack him.
Okay, I would like to try to attack him again.
You'd be at a -20 for the roll instead of a -40. So go ahead and make another attack roll.
All right.
Still can.
Oh yeah, 25.
Yeah.
I need to make sure something, because you might not like this, Nog.
Uh-oh.
I need to make sure what his penalty is for this. It says you can defend yourself. Okay. I rolled a 33, which is a critical success on his defensive roll.
Defense, that sucks.
Which means that he crits you instead, Nog.
Oh, that sucks.
As you move in with the hammer, he's going to dodge underneath, and it looks like he's going to go for your left leg as he dodges the blow somehow in his dilapidated state. Would you like to roll the critical, or would you like me to roll it, Nog?
What do I roll?
Just a D100.
Okay, let me roll my own fate here, I guess.
Okay, let's see how you do. You want to go roll a lot lower on this one.
30.
30, okay. For a leg, die strike. You gain a bleeding condition.
Oh no.
And I need you to make a endurance test. You do have a +20 to the roll, though.
Okay, an endurance.
Which is,
so that's
you're probably, you're definitely. There's almost no way you're gonna fail this.
You say that. That's 68 under, and you said you give me a +20.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a 68 under an 80.
There you go. Yeah, you're good.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just bleeding.
So yeah, you have a bleeding condition. You are not knocked on your ass because that's what it was about to do. It was about to knock you
Okay,
prone, and
good.
you would have fallen through the floor.
Yeah, that'd been bad.
However, he does dodge underneath and slices Nog as Nog tries to hit him. You are going to take max for that. It was 33, so 30 plus. You're going to take 13 wounds, Nog, to the leg. If you don't have any armor on your leg, you just subtract your toughness.
Yeah. Okay. Toughness. So that's a 4. So 9 wounds to the leg.
So you take 9 wounds. So you lose 9 wounds as he slashes into you, and you do not fall.
All right, that's good.
All right.
Well, there's that.
There's Nog, which then brings me to Wolfram. It is your turn, Wolfram.
All right.
You're out of shot, Wolfram. He looks severely wounded right now.
He's regenerating. He's stunned, right? Is he still stunned?
He is still stunned until the end of the round. He'll like you to make a check at the end of the round. You get a +10 to melee, to any attack roll against him right now.
All right. Can I holster the pistol and do a melee attack?
Sure.
With the sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You quickly holster your pistol, draw your blade, give me an attack roll. He will attempt to defend himself. I get 2 levels of success defending himself, Wolfram.
All right. I knew I should have shot. Let me see. Let me do the math on this. So I've got.
It's gonna be close.
6. It's 80. 35 plus 95.
Okay.
So
it's 1 level of success.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Wolfram, you slice towards him, and he's able to catch your blade. He catches it, grips your hand, and it kind of digs into your skin a little bit. You lose a point of momentum, Wolfram.
Okay.
And
I still have the blade, or did he just disarm me?
He did not disarm you. He just kind of grabs it, and then you kind of pull away. But that is that for Wolfram. At the end of the round, he's going to regenerate. Not that much this time. Only...
Because he's stunned.
Only 8 wounds are regenerated. And he needs to make an endurance test, which he passes with flying colors. I wish that was attack roll. And he is no longer stunned as he shakes it off.
What about poor Luther?
Now he is on top of Luther. And he is going to try to kill him.
Yeah, use a fate point.
Yeah, there we go. I haven't even rolled yet,
turn?
Luther. I haven't even rolled yet. I'm about to say you get to use your you get to try to make your check to see if you're not stunned anymore, Luther. So make an endurance test.
Well.
You're no longer stunned, Luther. So you're no longer stunned. You do get your turn. Now, while you're at 0, you can't. There's certain rules to this. Hold on. It's considered. Okay. Let me find it, because we haven't gone. This hasn't happened in a while. Fatigue, surprised. I think it's considered. It's not unconscious. Yes. So it's you basically you have the prone condition.
Okay.
So that's all. So all it means is you cannot stand on your own. You can only crawl at half your movement. You suffer a -20 to all tests. You also gain a fatigue condition because you recovered from being stunned. So you get 1 fatigue condition.
Okay.
And let's see here. Oh shit! They get a +20 to hit you, not a +10. Damn. Well, that's for being prone. That's not for being stunned.
I'm still afraid too. So
yeah,
that'd be a -40.
So I will say, you can remove the prone condition. Do you have any resolve points?
No, I don't have
any resolve. So there's no way for you to remove this besides gaining wounds somehow. You can technically make attacks and do whatever, but it's at a -30 because you're fatigued.
Yeah.
So, but you have your turn.
I mean, I don't have. I've got a -40, so I can't do anything.
So, Luther, you turn and you kind of look up. You don't know if he's going to hit you yet, Luther. I mean, come on. Maybe he'll whiff all his attacks. You never know.
But he said he was going to.
He's going to attack you now. Now it is his turn, Luther, as you resign yourself to being eaten alive. As you look up at him, he gets a critical hit. So, yeah, and Luther uses his fate point to survive. However, I am still going to make you roll on the critical table, Luther. It's going to be a headshot, Luther. So go ahead and roll me a D100. We'll see how crippling this may be in the future.
All right.
You will not die from it, however.
Ooh, 100.
That is instant death normally, as you would have been decapitated. However, since you use your fate point, let's see what I can do here.
What is even happening right now?
He would have instantly died.
Oh my god.
Let's see here. We'll reduce it by 20 instead, which makes it an 80.
All right.
Which is a concussive blow.
Ugh.
You have 2 bleeding conditions.
Okay.
And you have 10 stunned conditions.
Shit. You just got pommel whipped.
Since you are bleeding, you are rendered unconscious because you are at 0 wounds. You're immediately go unconscious. Da-da-da. Oh, this is nice. Unless you have a successful surgery, you will be at a -1 success levels on all social rolls because you will have a horrific scar from this injury.
Will people still find him attractive?
You're not gonna
he is
still
still attractive, but he will have a nasty, gnarly looking scar from this blow. If it is not
dig scars.
If it is not sewed up properly. So Luther is rendered unconscious from the first strike. You don't have to worry about the other stun conditions and all that. It's not going to matter because you're out of it. Luther's out of combat. The second strike, as he lashes around, he is going to... You know what he's going to do instead? He's not an idiot. He may not be super intelligent, but he's also not stupid. He's going to pick up Luther's body and he's going to throw it at Wolfram for a unopposed roll, since he's going to throw something at you like you were to shoot him. And he gets 2 levels of success throwing Luther's body at Wolfram as you are hit hard with Luther's unconscious body.
Oh,
you are going to take 9 wounds, Luther, as it strikes you.
Toughness bonus and armor.
You do get to subtract with your toughness bonus armor.
Okay.
And it is going to hit you in the chest.
Okay.
How you doing, Wolfram? You still up?
I'm all right. Yeah, I've caught the lad. I'm going to try and figure out how to get him out of here to save him.
He smacks you and kind of falls down to the ground, unconscious.
I might have some difficulty breathing. I will say that.
And you're like, ah! Your momentum's gone now, Wolfram, and he's going to pounce on you and try to bite your face off now with his last attack. I need you to defend yourself without any momentum this time, Wolfram.
All right, I'm gonna try and dodge out of the way. Well, can I dodge holding Luther, or?
Do you want to try to hold Luther? I thought you were just going to let him drop to the ground. If you want to hold Luther, I will let you dodge at a -20.
Well, I don't want to just drop him to the ground and have him take more damage.
He's fine.
All right.
He
sorry,
used a fake point. He's fine.
Sorry. Boom. All right. Let me see if we can do this.
I have 2 levels of success, Wolfram. That's all you need to beat.
Cool. Well, I did beat it.
That's critical. That's what I like to call a critical
100.
fail, Wolfram. Fantastic. Roll me a D100, cool. Please. We'll see what you get on the critical fail table.
$34.
So, oh, all right. You instinctively bring your blade up to try to parry the blow. Your weapon suffers 1 point of damage, meaning it loses 1 point of its attack bonus. And you will be considered last in the initiative henceforth, as it knocks you out of initiative. You are at the bottom of initiative now.
I already am. So
which you already were, so it does.
Yeah.
So that's actually not too bad. However, the blow to your left arm might not be the best. You are going to be taking 11 wounds, Wolfram, to your left arm.
I am 8 wounds under.
Okay, that means you suffer a critical injury to your left arm. Let's see how this goes, guys. Let's see how it goes. Roll me D100, please, Wolfram. Do not roll another 100, or you will die instantly.
It'd be pretty unusual if we rolled
It would be. It would be.
43.
43. Wrenched arm. Your arm is pulled from its socket, Wolfram. You're not holding your gun in your left arm, are you? Your left hand?
Oh, I am. I've already stabbed this cannon that I'm left-handed, so I hold my gun with my left hand, yeah.
Your gun is immediately pulled free as your arm, it pops out of socket and you scream loudly. You are, your left arm dangles uselessly for the next 10 rounds. As it is just out of commission. You're at 0 wounds. You're not unconscious. You can, if you want to avoid the attack roll, you can. You can spend a fate point to avoid it.
I'll use my last fate point to avoid the attack.
Now, do you want to just avoid the attack, or would you like to survive this combat scenario? Those are two different things.
Just the attack.
Okay.
Just the attack.
As you see it about to happen, Wolfram, you see him grabbing your wrist, and as you do, with once again, fate intervenes, Wolfram, and your hand, it slips through. You're able to get your gun in place and kind of smack his bite away. So it looks like he's about to chomp on you. And no harm, no foul, Wolfram. That's the end of Perfect. Isaac's turn. That will bring me to Nog.
Oh, this is not going the way I'd anticipated. It's almost like these boys don't want to be rescued. All right. I'm going after Isaac with the big old scimitar swing.
Give me an attack roll, Nog.
A 49 under a 70.
And he gets 2 levels of success, so you are victorious, Nog.
All right. So that'll be our typical 9. It's 9 straight points. Yeah, 9 straight wounds right now.
Plus, how many success levels? 2 or 3?
Yeah. So it'd be 2 levels of success.
2 levels of success.
Unless you get a bonus.
No, he's not. He's no longer stunned.
Yeah, it's a 70
so that's
under
11.
50 under 70. Yeah.
11 wounds.
So 11.
He's severely hurt, Nog, but he's still up. He's still up.
What would be the penalty on my offhand swing?
You're at a minus 20 right now.
Okay. So that's got to come in under a 50. All right, I'm going to take a swing with my offhand.
I think you're just a minus 20.
Oh, wait. No.
It's minus 40 because of your perception. I forgot.
Yeah, then
it's not
going
to matter. It's pretty bad.
I totally whiffed.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
As Nog tries to bring the hammer down and misses, unfortunately.
Just not able to connect like I used to for some reason.
Does he fall through the floor?
Can't quite see.
That is bad enough, Nog. I'm sorry.
It's one level of success or 1 level of failure.
Is it only 1 level?
Oh, no,
of failure?
It's a lot of it's a lot of levels of failure.
No, it's minus. You have a minus 40. Yeah.
Yeah. No. So that's going to be 30. So 90 over 30.
5 degrees of failure. Nog, unfortunately, and as you begin to fall, the floor gives out underneath you, Nog, and you are smushed in. You are trapped at the belly.
Ah, damn
Your
it.
legs are dangling.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of like stuck right now.
Oh, man.
You are considered prone.
Okay. Well,
okay.
There we are.
There's Nog. All right. That is going to bring me to Wolfram. It is your official turn, Wolfram.
All right. Because I do so terrible with the blade, I'm going to try to reload my pistol again.
Okay. Give me a reload.
Oh, yeah. That's like...
Easily.
5 level.
Very, very quickly you begin to almost panicking at this point, Wolfram, reloading the blade, or reloading the pistol. At the end of the round, he's going to recover wounds. His horrible regeneration kicks in. I rolled a 1 on that. That's not good. So he only recovers... I'm having to flip this critical table too much. Recovers...
Still chipping away, though.
He recovers 6 wounds. You are chipping away slowly but surely, but it's not going so hot. Luther is unconscious with a fractured skull. Which brings me to Isaac. It's Isaac's turn.
I get the feeling we could have used some magic. Is that right?
You get the idea that fire was probably a necessary component to this fight.
We don't have any fire
and
now.
you have no fire now.
Yeah.
You have no fire.
It's almost like it's a troll.
So, Wolfram is the only one standing. As Nog looks like he's at severe disadvantage here, he's going to charge Wolfram. As he covers the ground, Wolfram, you only have your pistol in your hands. You're relying on dodging once again.
Okay,
I forgot. It is complete darkness. You do get penalties to this. I forgot about that.
Oh, man.
Man, let me get the rules for darkness real fast. We're actually test for this. I think you have a -20 to all rolls in the darkness. How did I forget this? Damn it, man. You should have been getting fucked up this whole time.
I'm about to get really beat, bro.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'll come back to you. All right, so
is
it his turn?
It's his turn. So he's going to attack you. You need to defend yourself. I have
Fast shot. I'm going to use fast shot before I do
fast
anything.
shot. Okay, yeah. So that'll be your action for the round. Go ahead and give me an attack roll before he closes on you. I'm assuming you want to do it. Oh shit. Do you have one left? Oh,
I have
shit.
one resilient. I'm like this. I'm not gonna have any points left.
You gave us one
I
back.
have no more paints.
That's right.
I'm using
Got
my
one back.
resilience point.
Wolfram?
Yeah, and I guess I'm gonna call it to what?
Where do you want to shoot him? This is important. This will determine a lot.
Is there any spot on him that's obviously damaged?
Nog was really hacking into his chest, but you see that his body, it's hard to tell. First off, it's pitch black. Second off, he appears to be regenerating rapidly from all of his injuries. So only a severely grievous wound will probably put him down.
The head.
The head. All right. You aim as he lunges forward. You bring the pistol about, and you fire before he gets too close. As he lunges forward, you watch as the yellow glowing eyes go somewhat wide as you delete his head from the neck up, just explodes backwards. The body flops on top of you, Wolfram. As you fall backwards, it's blood gushing all over your face as you are prone with the body on top of you. And a second passes. It begins to twitch rapidly.
Oh, fuck.
And then it goes still. And that's the end of combat as you have killed the creature. So from you're like, and then you realize nothing's happening.
I'm
Nog,
like physically stressed from that combat, bro. That was so intense.
That's one
Like
from
it was shit.
That's one from you. Kind of push the corpse over the side, and it weighs. He probably weighs like 300 or 400 pounds. Surprisingly heavy for its size. You kind of push it over, and it slumps dead next to you. Nog,
Finally. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
the hole.
I'm gonna say that you're able to pull yourself out to expedite this process. All right.
So how's Luther doing?
Luther is unconscious, and he needs medical attention of some kind. He's pretty fucked up.
So can I'm gonna attempt my heal check because I do have.
Oh yes,
the
yes.
skill.
Nog does. Nog, you walk
You know,
over. You're like, let's see what you got, Nog. Go and give me a heal check.
Super cross my. I mean, come on. I'm trying to help Luther.
Yeah, of course.
All the rolls that we.
What's the worst thing that can
rolls
happen,
tonight.
Nog?
Come on. Let's get. A 16 under a 31. Fuck you,
Shit,
guys.
dude. Wow.
Nog is meant to be
Wow.
a healer.
So Nog reaches down and you're like, oh, I think I might be able to patch this up. Reach into your little satchel where you keep like ingredients for food and whatnot. And you're like, this might work. You just kind of clump some shit over his head. Just kind of smear it on there.
And like clay back together.
Somehow.
You know?
Somehow.
Super
Nog,
glue will keep you from bleeding out. I'm
You're-
just saying.
Somehow, some way, Luther stops bleeding, and he doesn't have to make a test to see if he was going to die this next round.
Yes.
Because he survived the combat, but he was bleeding out.
Of all the dice rolls to come through.
So Nog, how many wounds does that heal?
How does that work?
So healing. Do you remember, Lucian? You do this more than I do.
I don't.
Damn it!
Intelligence
bonus.
It's usually
It's
like-
intelligence bonus.
That's level.
Intelligence bonus. There we go. It's intelligence. So
Okay,
intelligence
so
bonus plus your success level. So you
So 3.
You gain 3. Luther regains 3 wounds.
Oh,
So, you know,
Oh,
as the player Dan Decker, there is a little golden book that you
Yes.
can get called Dr. Dan the Bandage Man.
oh dear
And
God.
so, you know, this is just art imitating life.
So you watch Luther. As you come to wakefulness, you also have an additional 2 more fatigue conditions from recovering from the 2 bleeding conditions. So you should have 3 now, I think. 3
Insane.
fatigue conditions. What's your strength score, Luther? Your strength, modifier.
I'm gonna have to
Modifier.
carry him, aren't
it's
I?
3.
Strength is it a flat 30 or you have like a 31, 32?
Flat 30.
Luther has 0 strength, which means he cannot
Oh.
physically move his body.
I can't move, dog.
You watch out. You see Nog's beautiful visage, like in the dim light. Well, it's not even light. There's just complete darkness, but you hear and smell
Oh.
Nog. And
How can
you
we
feel
remove
somewhat
a
at
fatigue
ease.
point?
It usually takes rest or some other magical substances that you may or may not have in your person. They remove it.
Does Luther have anything we can use to help him?
I can't do anything.
Yeah,
yeah.
Luther cannot function right now.
Can't
he
move.
Can't even
Yeah.
talk.
He can talk. He just can't.
But I guess I could talk, but yeah.
I'm gonna caress him.
Oh.
And I'll carry him.
Thank you, Nog.
I'll carry him.
I hurt everywhere. I
It'll
look
be
down.
all right.
I'm gonna crouch down,
There.
pat him on the
There,
cheek.
there.
You did it, my lord.
There.
You survived the combat.
So Wolfram, you
Thank you.
tap his nutsack as you are in complete darkness. You have no
Oh.
idea what you're titting.
Gross.
Oh.
Oh, would you like to light a torch or something? I'm just spitballing
Wait,
here,
I have
guys.
the miner's helmet, so I'm gonna light a little.
Okay,
miner's
yeah,
helmet.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Hell yeah.
You light your little, take some flint and get it going. And you're like, oh shit, we can see now finally.
No.
Can we loot this guy?
What's
Henry and Lucy are somewhere down there.
yeah? What's
Under that
our
rubble.
situation down here? Have I been able to like
Perfect
assess
time.
Henry enough to know that?
Well, this is the perfect time to see what happened to Lucian. As Lucian was burning. Lucian, do you have any resolve points?
I was under the impression that everything was put out.
Did you put it out immediately?
Well, you said everything was put out.
No, I said.
And I will
well,
say I will be quite pissed. I will be quite pissed if he's on fire because that means I would have succeeded on my fire
Yep.
attack roll.
You're right.
So-
You're right. Well, you can't see him though, Luther. He's
I don't need to see
underneath
him.
the rubble down
It's the
below
winds of
somewhere.
magic.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
exactly.
ridiculous.
Exactly.
You're being ridiculous right now. You know
You're being
that.
ridiculous right now.
I'll tell you what.
It just has to be
He's not-
my.
He's not burning.
Willpower
He's not burning. He's not burning. He's not burning.
Damn right.
Smoldering, but not burning. Smoking. So we will during this fight, this scenario, Henry and Lucian. Henry unconscious. There is no light down here, Lucian.
Do I still have my 4 bleeding conditions?
No, because of technically you do have your 4 bleeding conditions.
Yes.
Technically, combat is still going at this moment, so you are not immediately dead. It's going to depend on the swift interception of Lucian Levesque to determine how well this goes.
So I'm with Henry.
You're with Henry. Now, I will say you're going to need a light source of some kind. Do you have anything?
Let me see if
If you don't have anything, I will allow you to make a survival roll, and we'll see if there's like some smoldering like material nearby that will give you the equivalent of candlelight, maybe.
Yeah, I don't see any. I've got nothing in my trappings that would.
Okay. Well, give me a survival roll then.
Okay. This would be outdoor survival?
Yeah, that's fine.
equivalent?
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, it's a failure.
Pretty bad failure. You don't use so you're going to be working with no light at this point, unless you want to try to re-roll that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use a fortune point to re-roll.
All right.
That is a critical failure.
I'm assuming you were going to go with the one that's not a critical failure. So
yeah,
you have no light to work with right now. You feel Henry because you grabbed him before of the collapse. You were able to roll with him out of the way of the explosion. You're rocked a little bit, Lucian, but you can at least feel him, and then you feel around and you find his injuries. His chest is just mangled.
Yep.
You're gonna go ahead and need to make a heal check. You will be at a -20 for this roll, Lucian, because of the lack of light.
Here we go. I am going just like the rest of us tonight.
How bad is it, Lucian?
It would be, what is my normal? It's definitely a failure. I might as well use another fortune point to try and reroll.
Okay, give me another roll then.
Yep, still fail.
Okay.
With a -20.
At this point, Lucian, you hear a whisper. One might call it a dark bargain, where
Oh, nice.
perhaps something not malicious, but, somewhat helpful intervenes in this moment. Guides your hands to the place they need to be. Oh, for just a little portion of your soul. You would regain 1 point of corruption, but Henry would be spared of his possible fate here. Or we could roll the dice and see if he dies right now.
It's never worth it.
It's
That
always
point of
worth
corruption.
it. Join us.
It's up to you, Lucian. The choice is yours.
I'll do it.
Lucian, you gain 1 point of corruption. And somehow you feel, as you're touching the wound, you just know where you need to staunch the blood. Even in complete darkness, you close your eyes and you're able to manipulate Henry's body, even with the mangled armor, removing some of it, able to staunch the flow. Henry is stable, though not conscious, unfortunately. However, he's stable for now, Lucian. As you try to come to your senses, you realize that the one way you know to get in is blocked. But you know there must be another way out of here, Lucian. As you saw that ghoul run somewhere, and it's not in this room.
Everything's blocked?
The stairway that you took down completely collapsed. It is completely chock full. The upper story collapsed down with it, and everything is completely blocked. You and Henry are trapped down here.
Henry's unconscious.
He is unconscious.
I'd have to leave him here.
You could drag him with you.
After passing strength tests?
I'm gonna say you're gonna be able to drag him.
Okay.
We're not in combat.
Okay.
Now, if we were to get into combat, that might be a different story. Then you might be making some rolls here.
Yeah, I'll drag him if I can.
Okay. You can drag him. Now, granted, you're not the strongest man.
No,
So,
I'm not.
so it's not easy at all. You begin to kind of like gather up what you can and begin to pull him. It's slow, steady work.
Mm-hmm.
But you hear the reverberations and sounds of combat happening somewhere
Mm-hmm.
elsewhere as the mighty Nog entered the fray at some point. As you begin to move, your eyes are open, even though you can't see. It's almost complete darkness down here.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's something. There's almost like a flicker of light behind you. You look over your shoulder, and there's just like a pulse of light that then fades. You begin to move, and you realize you're in some kind of tunnel, perhaps something that these creatures have dug through. As you move towards the light, you see that there are several offshoot tunnels. I'm assuming you just pursue whatever the source of this light is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Begin to move closer and closer. The stench down here, the stench of your own burnt flesh, Henry's burnt flesh, the blood, what you can only assume is some kind of carrion, whatever these creatures were feeding on down here, assaults your senses. Within moments, you just sense that you're no longer in a tunnel. You're in some kind of room. And your back bumps into a solid structure of some kind. You drop Henry, begin to feel, and you feel there's some kind of pillar here. As you feel around, you find what can only be described as a torch and a sconce, unlit. You take it, producing some of the necessary materials you would need for starting campfires and whatnot out in the wild. I'm assuming all of you have at least that much basic supplies on you. You're able to light the torch. It comes to life. As it does, you see that you are in some kind of burial chamber. You see what can only be described as, we would call them caskets, but they are made of stone. The lids have been cracked. There are 10 caskets in here. 9 of them have been cracked and just pushed aside and destroyed. You see mangled corpses that looked like they were previously bandaged up, almost mummy-like, that are just strewn about all around this area, long dead, basically just bones and what you're assuming might have been long, like calcified flesh that has been just strewn around the room. However, there's a single sarcophagus that is ajar, and it looks like the lid is intact. There is no markings around the area, and the dim pulse of light emanates from within the sarcophagus.
I guess I would peer inside.
You move towards the resting place of whoever this was. What you see is, it's hard to tell if it's a man or a woman because it is completely bandaged from head to toe. In a similar style you saw the men of Araby do on your trek, your first time to the city. A almost mummification ritual. Bandages marked with almost ritual-like inscriptions covering this person from head to toe. But around their neck is a white, like gold chain with a crescent moon pendant upon it. Within the pendant is a warm, glowing symbol made from a strange metal. The symbol is calming, and it emanates this slow pulse of light.
I'm going to think to myself, this seems like a story element. I'm going to take this.
You reach down, Lucian. As soon as you grab a hold of the chain, it comes free of the body easily enough. It's still glowing. Would you like to put it on, Lucian?
Yes.
You place it on. As soon as you place it on, you feel a intense warmth. And almost instinctively, you feel your body, you feel almost like the blood flowing quicker. And a light begins to shed around you in a 9-foot radius, so 3 yards around
Useful.
you. A bright light begins to emanate around you. You watch as you're looking around, you see that there are some like rats scavenging. As the light touches them, you watch as their flesh somewhat sizzles and they retreat away.
Well, yeah, I'm very into this. Was there just one entrance / exit to this room?
It looks like there's a further tunnel past this. You're not sure where you're going at this point. But to further this along, Lucian, you move through this burial chamber.
Uh-huh.
And as you do, you see that it once again returns to some kind of tunneling system. Perhaps these ghouls have been busy. And as you move through, you look up and you see that there's a tunnel that leads above. You smell fresh air.
Mm.
With a lot of effort, you're able to drag Henry and climb and drag until you get to a solid surface. Touch it, it appears to be wood. You, with all your effort, you push and it slowly slides open and comes aside. You peek out. You're back above. You take Henry, push him out. You're not exactly sure where you're at in the city. You haven't gone very far. But that's where we're going to take our first break.